Hey everybody, welcome to day 105 Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is Saturday, September 21st. It is a little after 7 p.m. here. And all right, I am reset to zero. My shipping is not done because I just don't feel like doing it tonight. And tomorrow's Sunday, so I'll do it tomorrow. All right. So joining me on the Reset to Zero Challenge are Jill of Rusted Truck Relics, Jason the Santee Swapper, Char Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Singz, Nick Mr. C Chats, Vanessa the Diabetic Reseller, Brightest Holidays, Judith R, and Pam of Whimsy and Such. These guys are nailing it. Thank you for resetting to zero. So, all right, typical Saturday. What is it like in a day in the life of a reseller that's working on a Saturday? I spent last weekend hanging out with friends and just really enjoying myself. This weekend, I am working. It literally took me 2 days. This old age thing is catching up with me. 2 days, like Monday and Tuesday, before I felt totally normal and back to myself. I was tired from the weekend. Yeah. It's not as easy as it once was, my friends. All right. So, sorry. So this Saturday is a working Saturday, and yesterday I was talking a lot about the things we do every day and time blocking and that sort of thing. So, sometimes we have these days to remind us why something is so important to us. So I don't time block on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, most of the day, I generally take off, even when I am working. It's kind of like it was a family day. Now that my kids are scattered, it's not not so much a family day, but I do like to relax a little bit on Sundays. So for part of the day. So I don't do time blocking on Saturdays or Sundays. I sleep in unless I have something going on. So that's always good. But I have to tell you, I had a lot to do today. I had a major disturbance in the force field of my business that has set me back. I'll be talking about that in the weeks to come. So, it's just, I'm trying not to feel jinxed because every time going into Q4 and ramping up for Q4, something major changes, right? Sometimes it's an eBay change. This time it was not an eBay change. There's always these things that happen, right? When we're ready to put our head down and ready to work, there's always a hurdle. So, all right, it happened this year too, but I'll be talking more about that in the coming weeks and what I'm doing to kind of get over it. So anytime there's a change, change is hard. Any kind of change, it's hard. It takes mental energy. Sometimes it takes physical energy. It's just exhausting. Even if the change is for the better, it can be very, very hard, very challenging. All right. So I wish I had used time blocks today. And I think I might start doing that on a Saturday where I know I'm going to be working, because it took me many hours to get done what I should have gotten done in a shorter period of time, because I felt like I had all day. It was, so it didn't work out so well for me. If I had just time blocked, and I had this resistance to time blocking because I want Saturdays to be a weekend day, even when I'm working, but it's just not productive. I could have been done 3 or 4 hours ago if I had time blocked my day. So, Parkinson's law, right? Give ourselves all day to do something. It takes all day. Give ourselves, give ourselves like 3 hours to do it. You get it done in 3 hours. So I have to remember Parkinson's law. And if I am going to be working and I have specific tasks to do on a Saturday, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the time blocks in there, and I'm going to have to remember it is for my own benefit so I can be done earlier. There. Okay. So maybe yesterday I was talking about the importance of time blocks, and today I didn't use them to remind me of how important they are in my schedule. All right. So that's a day in the life of a reseller on a Saturday, trying to, I don't know, be more relaxed with work. The whole thing just backfired. I have this whole resistance to being, and I know a lot of people are like this. I have this whole resistance to things being regimented and scheduled. I don't like it. I am not like a habit person. I do not like to do the same thing every single day. I just don't. So I guess that's why I was so resistant to the Saturday time blocking and everything like that. So I don't know. Are you resistant to somebody, even if it's yourself, imposing a schedule on you and doing the, being habitual and, developing these habits and doing the same thing every day? Because for me, it just is too constricting. But I have to remember that doing the time blocks is giving me more free time in the end. So I don't know. I got to reconcile this in my brain. If somebody else out there has reconciled it in their brain and you time block even on days you just want to just do whatever, let me know. Let me know. All right. So my next working Saturday will be time blocked. I'm going to see how I feel about that. I mean, I won't be getting up at 6 a.m., but when I am working, I am just going to focus my time and energy so I can be done sooner. Saturdays, a lot of time I like to go out, garage sale, do estate sales, things like that, which are really fun. Sunday is usually an auction day every other week if I decide to go to the auction. So that is also something a lot of resellers do typically on Saturdays and Sundays is, the whole yard sale circuit, estate sale circuit. Sundays, a lot of times the half off day. I don't know about in your area. In my area, it is, usually the half off day is Sunday. So everything that's left is half off. So auctions, estate sales, that kind of thing. I am very overwhelmed with inventory right now. So I have enough, I know at least until February to get me through. So I think that unless there's something really special, I'm not gonna go out and source and do yard sales or estate sales. I'm gonna list what I have. Yeah. But and I don't mind it. That's my favorite part. I love listing. So that's totally cool with me. I'm not somebody that really gets a huge rush out of going out and sourcing. Yeah, it's fun, especially when my son is here and we do the auction thing. We have a ball with that, but it's not, it doesn't really give me the rush it gives most resellers. I like having the inventory come to my door through consignment. And all right, well, I have, just as an aside, so we have this giant sheep's head mushroom. I think it was over 11 pounds. It was almost, I think, about 11 and a half pounds, giant sheep's head mushroom that grows on our property. And so we harvested it the other day, and I'm going to, according to Samantha, because she likes to forage, I'm going to do something I've never done before, and that is dehydrate it and make it into a powder to season things. In the crock pot back there is a roast with, oh my gosh, that we did with the mushrooms. It is to die for. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you where I live because somebody had apparently been taking it for years. This sheep's head mushroom. They're expensive. They're hard to come by, but oh gosh, we're loving it. Shared it with the whole family and like a million things to do with it. And it is amazing. All right, guys, have a great night. I will see you on day 106 of Reseller Reflections. Bye-bye.